What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Double T Gaming. I'm excited to say that we now have not just one, but two Classic Plus realms that are live and thriving today. So in this video, we're going to be comparing two of the biggest World of Warcraft private servers out there, Project Epoch and Turtle WoW. Both servers are now live officially as of August 17th. Both take the classic vanilla game in new directions, but they do it in very different ways. Again, I won't go too much into depth, but give more of a general overview of everything such as features, classes, progression, PvP, and even the clients that they run on. But first, let me be clear, I am not here to pit these two servers against each other or show bias towards one. The important thing is that we now have two places to enjoy the Classic Plus experience. In fact, the success of both servers is good for everyone, because it pushes each project to improve and also has the potential to put Blizzard on notice that the Classic Plus demand is real. It's also worth noting that Turtle WoW has been around for years and has already built up a big dedicated community with the content that we know is coming out. Project Epoch, on the other hand, is brand new. But honestly, if you're new to both, that doesn't really matter to you. You can jump in fresh on either server and enjoy what they offer. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on population numbers since it's still very early and both of these servers are in their honeymoon launch phase. Ambershire in prime time on launch day had consistently about 10k people online, while Project Epoch has three realms, Kezin, Menethil, and Gurubashi, with the latter two having 5k on at launch and Kezin having 7k on at launch. It'll take a few weeks probably for these numbers to stable out, but they are not really that important right now. So let's talk about their core concepts. Project Epoch calls itself a Classic Plus reimagining. It keeps the original pace of vanilla, but adds over 1,600 new quests, redesigned dungeons, and a completely new day and night cycle system called Epoch Time. Turtle WoW, on the other hand, feels more like a fan expansion. Their Mysteries of Azeroth content adds new races, new zones, new dungeons, raids, professions, on top of what vanilla already had to offer. Regarding their actual clients, Project Epoch runs off of the Wrath of the Lich King 3.3.5 client, which gives it more of a modern backbone and smoother systems to build on. Now, of course, we all know the original failure that was Epoch's launch that delayed it almost a month, but they were able to cut a deal with another popular server known as Ascension WoW and have them back their actual infrastructure, while the Epoch team is still going to be maintaining creative control over the progression of the server. Turtle WoW is built on an older client, but the devs have confirmed that they're working on an Unreal Engine 5 client upgrade, which should bring huge visual and technical improvements in the future. Regarding the leveling and progression system, both of these servers use a 1x Blizz-like XP rate at baseline. On Epoch, the leveling curve is freshened up with hundreds of new rares and challenges during leveling. You can even sign an Explorer's contract that halves your XP gain if you want a slower, more quest-focused journey. On Turtle WoW, I'm mainly going to be focusing on Ambershire, which is a Blizz-like 1x XP rate, but their PvP realm is a 2x rate. Ambershire also has an optional war mode among other challenges you can do while leveling that'll increase your XP gain by a bit, as well as the survival profession that lets you accumulate rest XP bonus very quickly if you're under a tent. Regarding classes, races, and talents, Project Epoch brought in Undead Paladins and Dwarf Shamans, so there's no more faction-specific classes to vanilla, amongst also adding a bunch of new race and class combos you can play. It also introduces a system called Racial Knowledge, where at level 60 you can complete a certain amount of quests to swap racials from another race. The talent system is based on the Burning Crusade talent trees, but with custom modifications layered in, and the ability to have up to 61 talent points with the max level still being level 60, along with new custom abilities for classes. Turtle WoW adds two brand new playable races, with High Elves for Alliance and Goblins for Horde with custom starting zones for each. Plus the extra class combos along with revamped talents, added abilities, as well as balanced abilities so that all specs feel viable. For professions, Epoch revamped the existing vanilla professions, adding new recipes, bonuses, and a more immersive skill progression system, while Turtle WoW goes even further by adding entirely new professions. Jewel crafting, which of course we know came from TBC, with specializations like goldsmithing and gemology, survival and gardening are also two more professions which tie into camping, tents, and gathering systems. For dungeons and raids, both servers are mainly cross-faction for PvE. Project Epoch has redesigned instant layouts, they have custom tuning with its own Epoch Time that can make raids non-linear and more dynamic, but they have also teased an Uldum raid that could be coming soon as well. Turtle WoW, we all know, has added full new dungeons and raids with things like Black Morass, Karazhan Crypt, Stormwind Vault, Gilneas City, and the Emerald Sanctum raid, along with an upper and lower Karazhan raid tiers. It's much closer to feeling like an entirely new WoW expansion. For PvP, Epoch scrapped the original rank 14 grind and replaced it with a more conquest style system, kind of like what you see in later expansions. It also has custom battleground rules, arenas, and even world boss PvP events that could be coming soon. Turtle WoW keeps PvP closer to vanilla, but the rules differ by realm, with arenas also being available. Now both of these servers have tons of different quality of life changes. Epoch has a little bit more focus on polish maybe. New voice acting for several races, improved cities, revamped lightings and ambience upgrades. They also have rideable carts in lower level zones, an achievement system. Transmog is available and can be turned off so you can actually see other people's gear. There's a guild bank, the barbershop, and traditional dual spec is also available with the Wrath client. Turtle WoW also has transmog, but I don't think you can turn it off like you can on Epoch, but they do have guild banks, guild headquarters, dynamic mount speeds based on your level, and an expanded traveling system with improved flight and boat routes. They also have achievement titles based on different feats or challenges that you've accomplished, and a less traditional dual spec coming from the use of an item. So I know that was a lot, but here's my bottom line opinion about both of these servers. Just a disclaimer, this is my opinion. This is what I think both servers kind of represent, and if you're this kind of player, you may be wanting to go more in that direction. Project Epoch might be more for players who want the authentic vanilla pace, but with deeper systematic overhauls, new talent options, racial swaps, a custom PvP system, and a ton of new quests. Turtle WoW at the moment might be more of a fan expansion. New races, new professions, new raids, new dungeons, and a lot of modern features, and they also have custom tier 3.5 gear that really fits into class fantasy. And while it's currently on an older client, that Unreal Engine 5 upgrade could make it one of the best looking WoW projects out there. Now again, with this, Turtle WoW has been around for a long time. It's been flushed out, it's been discovered, and we know exactly what we're getting. Project Epoch is still a complete mystery. We don't know what's coming, we don't know what they're creating. So they could be still going into the direction of all these things that Turtle WoW has. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter which one you pick. If you're new, both are worth experiencing for you. And the fact that we now have two Classic Plus projects running side by side is a win for the whole community. Let me know which server you guys are going to be playing on down below, or just some overall feedback about this video overall. I think for right now, I might be sticking with Turtle WoW just because of the custom zones and content that is already out and you can do it while leveling. But as Project Epoch progresses, I might switch over there to see what it's all about. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Double T Gaming. Hit that like button, sub to the channel for more Classic Plus content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.